Here's the cruise control install on my 2016 base model Kia Soul, the manual transmission. So first of all, you want to undo the airbag, but before you do any of that, you got to unhook the battery. I waited about 20 minutes after I unhooked the negative lead, and then came out, and when the airbag's in, there's these little detents here, which I'm sure you've seen in the other videos. You just got to pop that in with a pick. I brought a couple tools home from work, and I just used a little pick and popped them. Once you pop one or two, the holes are right here. There's 1, 2 underneath, and then 3 right on the other side. The airbag will pop out, and then to undo the clips, you got to take the little orange cap on top and you lift them up, and then the clips will come right out, both sides, color coded. You can't mess it up. And undo the horn wire, which is this one right here, goes on this little clip right here. So next we are gonna put a mark here on the steering wheel. Some older models, I guess, did not have the indentation like I do here. There's right there, and there's already a green mark here on my steering column, but I'm going to go ahead and mark it again just to be sure that it all lines up when I put it back together. So next we're going to take a 3/4 inch socket and take the nut off right here. Alright, once you take the nut off, I'm going to go ahead and put one more indicator line and go ahead and run a line on my actual shaft. If you can see that. And then we're going to pull the steering wheel off. Don't forget to unplug the white clip up here. I'm pretty sure you don't have to undo the airbag wire, but just make sure you don't mess it up. But make sure you unplug the white clip from the, spot right here. That's where, your harness is going to plug into for your steering wheel. And then give it a little tug. Hold on. Alright, so you can see it's not super easy for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and get a tool real quick, take this bad boy off. Alright, so with some tugging and pulling and cursing, she comes off. She's a little tight on there, but everything's still there, my marks are still there. So I'm going to go ahead inside and pull it apart and change it out. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is first, I already kind of did it all, but you want to pull all the screws out of the back. There and there, and there's 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, 2 more there. It's kind of a pain. You got to be real careful if you don't want to. It helps to squeeze. The bottom part was probably the hardest, but and then once you get the back screws out, you want to pop the plastic off here. Once again, squeeze it on the sides so you don't break anything else in here. You want to be a little more careful with this one since you're not replacing it with anything. And then squeeze it, pop it out, and then you can take the bolts off of here and here and here and here, and then all that's left is the little clips that hold the wiring harness to the plastic. Now before I detach it, I'm gonna mark the wires to what they went to so I can match up the same colors on the new harness so I don't have to do this twice. Just a little heads up. There's the new harness, there's the cruise control piece. This is what I got. I ordered it from eBay. It came from Korea. I actually spoke to the guy in Korea, and this is exactly what I needed for my 2016 standard manual transmission Kia Soul. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of this apart. I'll be right back. Alright, so what I did, I just took a marker and marked them, you know, audio A and T for talk, and an M for mode, so that way I can match up the wires on the new one, and then the last one left will be the cruise control. Alright, then there's the plastic with the harness in it. It's the old one still. Go ahead and swap them out. Alright, so I got it all in there. It was kind of tight, a little bit of a bear getting it on there and just getting the first one plugged in and the first screw set. And now everything's there. Go ahead and finish putting it back in. Alright, and there we have it, back together. Cruise control, switch in, set, cruise, reset, cancel. Wire with the horn wire, everything's back on. Screws are all back in, everything looks nice and tight. Moment of truth, we'll put it on and test it out. Alright, well, we're up in here. Let me go ahead and volume down. Show you everything's working. Mode, all my buttons are working. Got my trip. You know what I'm saying? And then the piece de resistance. Blam! Cruise control. So, I will say, when I was hooking it up, I didn't mention it before, but as I was putting the harness in, the only wires that really matched the same color were for right here for the mode. And then it's kind of like a self-explanatory kind of wiring harness where, you know, this one goes to here, so there's only one over on this side that goes to the cruise control, and then the other two, obviously the longer one goes to the bottom and the shorter one goes to the top. So that's pretty much it, you guys. It's all working. I am going to go take it for a test drive real quick just to make sure everything's working. So let's get going. Alright guys, and we're cruise set, 55, 6 gear, cruising. So it does work. Out here in sunny Florida, it's like 130 million degrees, hot as shit, but the AC blows cold. And yeah, that's it guys, so it works. And I'm gonna go ahead and cancel, and it's turned right off, and this is my turn right here. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps, and drop a comment if you have any questions.